Hello, and welcome to NASA headquarters. I'm Kate Calvin, NASA's Chief Scientist and Senior Climate Advisor. Thank you all for joining us today as we open the Earth Information Center here in Washington, D.C. Before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to thank the entire NASA Earth Information Planning team, whose tireless work made what we are here to celebrate possible, and with support from our NASA leadership. And I'd also like to thank our partners, who you'll hear from today, for your collaboration and support. So we're going to hear some brief remarks, and then we'll invite everyone to join us inside. So to start things off, I'm honored to turn this over to NASA Administrator Bill Nelson.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the new Earth Information Center. So that's not the only new thing at NASA today. So let's unveil the NASA worm. Along with the blue insignia that you all are familiar with, it is, by the way, one of the most powerful signals of insignias, of logos in the world. Whenever I travel abroad, I always take a little survey of which do I see most. The New York Yankees logo or the NASA meatball, as we call it. I think New York Yankees insignia is more prolific. Earlier this month, over 100 million Americans were under air quality index alerts. The smoke drift from the wildfires in Canada was just the latest stark reminder of how the climate crisis is disrupting communities and putting our health and our livelihoods at risk. And the images of smoke stretching across the states and the borders, that if you were here in D.C., from my vantage point across the river at the Iwo Jima Memorial, I could not see the Lincoln just across the river. Even more so, I couldn't see the Washington Monument. And yet it's another reminder of something is happening to the climate. For more than 60 years, NASA has been using our vantage point of space to observe the Earth. And in just the last 6 months, NASA has launched a series of satellite missions. Now, this is just in the last 6 months. 4 missions. One called SWAT, to study surface water, including for the first time the elevation of fresh water, the rivers, the lakes, the streams, the reservoirs. TEMPO, to study air pollution. EMIT, to study mineral dust and methane. And TROPICS, to study tropical cyclones and hurricanes. So this vital, life-saving data is here. But do folks really know how to access it? And that's why we're gathering today. The science is clear. So is the fact that we're all in this together. The Biden-Harris administration has given us marching orders, and that the data ought to be more understandable, it ought to be more accessible, it ought to be more usable for everyone, and that's everyone, everywhere. Today, we are opening this Earth Information Center, but it's only the beginning. Whether folks live in cities or on farms in suburban areas, people are making decisions every day that relate to preparing for the impacts of climate change. We want to help them. We, collectively, all of the agencies represented here. Homebuyers need information to assess flood risk. Businesses near the water need information on algae blooms. Farmers need to know where and when to plant crops, especially during a drought, or to know that a drought is coming, or to know that the rains like a monsoon are coming. Firefighters need data in order to manage wildfires. And the Earth Information Center can empower them. It's the first of its kind physical and virtual space to engage and to underscore NASA's Earth science impact, to show people that our home planet is, as we see it,